Hi, I'm Daniel Moran, and in this video I will explain and expand a knowledge issue that originated from a survey conducted to a 10th grade homeroom class. First, this survey's purpose was to manipulate the results. By this, I mean that we made yes or no questions in such ways in which the students taking the survey were not aware of what the answers really meant. Therefore, the knowledge issue that arises from this survey is how can perception be affected by language. It's important to mention the fact that more than one student had trouble understanding one or more of the questions in the survey. The first question shown talks about cheating. We decided not to specify in either academic or sports terms in order to let the students themselves decide. We can't measure what the teens taking the survey consider to be cheating or under what circumstances they would cheat, but every single student said yes. The funny thing is that the last question of the survey also talks about cheating. This time we asked the students if they cheat when doing their homework, and surprisingly, 6 of them answered often, and one student even responded very often. This shows us that either the students lied in the first question, or that even though they know cheating is wrong, at least 7 of them still do it. Maybe the fact that the question was placed last after being asked several personal questions, they felt like they had to tell the truth. We don't know for sure. Then we move on to talk about questions 2 and 10. These two questions are contradicting each other, however, the results show otherwise. In both these questions, we used extensive vocabulary in order to mislead the students. Question 2 tells, if a group's ideology threatens a country, should the nation's administration intervene? Where 9 students answered yes, while in question 10, where it says, if a person's religious views go against the government's policies, should the person be placed on notice? 12 people said no. This shows that the way in which we place the questions and possibly in what position of the survey they are numbered affects the answers. This leads to a new knowledge issue. How does authority use language to manipulate the values of individuals? By authority, we mean a source of information that is using language to change the ideas of society and even force them to contradict themselves without them even realizing it. Moving on to questions 5, 6, 7 and 8, here we can see these 4 basic and very simple characteristics of students. If they are effective writers, if they consider punctuality important, if they are responsible, or if they are organized. Subconsciously, students are answering these questions without considering the truth or the correlation these questions have between them or with the other questions we have already talked about. This demonstrates that language, a very powerful way of knowing, can influence individuals in such ways in which they aren't completely aware of what the message truly means, leading them to an unknown confusion in society which shows us how they may contradict themselves.